Hey guys, it's been a while since I've been here, been going through a lot of life things. Life has been lifing, but today we're going to get back at it and we are going to be doing some repotting. This baby here. So, gonna go ahead and leave that there. Got a cute name tag. So it shows where I got it from. So Pink House Grown. She's another local seller here in Colorado. Her plants are gorgeous. She imports them all, so that's very awesome, I think. So we're going to go ahead and repot this baby here. I'm just going to tilt it a little bit, squeeze, tug a little bit, squeeze, tug a little bit. I don't want to be too rough so I don't mess up the root system. So clean out here. And the wick is in here a little bit too, but that's okay. We're just gonna slightly move it out of here. I mess with the root ball a little bit just so I can see if there's any corms or anything like that. I do pluck the corms and grow them out. And this just helps the root ball loosen up a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. I've been seeing a lot of these self-watering pots for Alocasias, and I really like them, so I might get those so I don't have to keep making my own. Depending on cost, we'll see. Sometimes they could be a little pricey, so right now though, I don't see any corms right now. I know when I first got her, she had a lot of corms, and that wasn't too long ago. I had to reroot her because she was in soil before, and then I moved her into pond. So I had to reroot her, but she's doing great, as you can see. So, yeah, no corms right now, but that's okay. Check next time we have to repot. But here is the root system. Happy baby. Okay, so we'll set her to the side. So what I'm going to do is move her into this pot and then move this one into a different one. Don't mind this leaf. It was the first leaf it's had when I first got it, so it's finally starting to die off. But this is my Regal Shield Albo, my true Regal Shield. And as you can see, she needs a repot too. So what we're going to do is move this one into a different pot and put this one into here. So we'll go ahead and empty this one too while we're at it. And she does have one corm at least in here, I see. It's right on top, so we're going to go ahead and get that baby out of there too. This looks like it's a good size. Oh, I see another big corm here, guys. Awesome. Go ahead and try to get this out as soft as I can because the roots just straight up went into the wick. And that happens, guys, but it's okay. Roots will grow back. Okay, let's see here. Guys, so I see two corms already. Here is one, as you can see, and two right there. A corm right here and a corm right here. Yay! I already have a corm growing out right now and one that's a pup size, and so far it's literally all white. So hopefully this specimen doesn't produce babies that just gives all white. I was gifted this baby from my plant bestie, Miyako. She's another plant seller on Palm Street, but she is in Hawaii. So that's fun. She gifted me this baby here. It's one of my wish list plants I wanted for my birthday, so that was awesome. So we'll go ahead and pluck this one. Pluck and pluck. So two corms, as you can see there. 2 corms. Set those to the side and we'll grow them out. I don't really like to sell corms of plants that are variegated because, you know, I don't want that heat if the plant doesn't come out variegated from a corm or grows out all weird or anything like that. The only time I'll sell corms really is if it's off of green Alocasias, because you know for sure those won't come out variegated because they're green, right? So I usually don't do it with those ones. But I will put these in the stash to grow out. Got a couple rotted roots here, but that's normal when it comes to hydroponic. So I'm just cleaning those off real quick. Fun part is that we can just go ahead and reuse this pond for something else, or to repot these alocasias back in. So we'll go ahead and do that. Like to reuse, guys. Don't like to waste around here. I feel like that's what happens a lot with the dirt. It's kind of a waste a lot. You can't really reuse it like you can with pond. All right, so here's the root system on this baby here. Lots of roots. We're gonna go ahead and peel this off as well. And guys, it's okay. More roots will grow from here and it will just encourage it to be bigger and stronger. So that is okay. So here's this baby. So what this specimen does, it likes to alternate. So one side will be green and one side will be variegated. So this is the most recent leaf that has came out. So the next leaf should be variegated. But it looks like it's already working on a new leaf here. All right. Okay, guys, found a pot. It's one of those ones where you fill it up with water and then it tells you if it's enough or not. I like these self-watering pots too. I just cleaned it, all that stuff. So we'll go ahead and repot this baby into this one. Clearly enough room for her. She can probably be in here for a while after this, honestly. So we'll go ahead and pot her into this and go from there. So basically with these pots, this all comes apart. At the bottom of here, it has like a little ball so that when the water reaches it, it kind of goes up and up and it helps this little indicator here rise up. So it shows how much water is in there. So this pond here, we're going to go ahead, add the rest of that in there. I think it's personally good to always do that with the pond. At least leave a little bit of pond that it was in there with before so that it doesn't go into complete shock. Because sometimes, you know, repotting is a little traumatizing for the plants, right? So we got to kind of help it out and show that it's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and add in some more pond here. So this one's a little bit more chunky than what it was in previously, so that's okay. Because as you can see, it has a lot of thick roots. So the thick roots will be in there just fine. And it'll help the thicker roots get through and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead, backfill it. Okay, go right there. And you get little shovels. Looking all ghetto with these little measuring cups. And then I'll show you what I do with the corms. But I just do the corm riser method for my corms. But I do soak them in rooting hormone to help sprout a little faster. So, let's see here. And then if you guys ever want to take the pot out, all you have to do is take this little thing out, stick your finger in there and lift it like that. Now, some people are going to ask, how are you going to see if it's root bound, if it's a black pot and everything like that? Well, how you'll know is basically it coming out the bottom. That's a clear indication for me when I need to repot my plants. So I just follow that rule. Kind of leave them alone until they are reaching all the way down to the bottom. So, alright. Pat, pat. Make sure it's all settled on the sides here. So as you guys can see, I'm starting to show the roots up top now. So this is where we backfill. Backfill, backfill. A couple fill in my hand there. Alrighty. Okay. Now we are going to water this through. Let me find my little pitcher. And that one will be done, guys. So my pitcher, catch all the water. We will water this through here. And this basically helps the pond get wet, its first initial wetness, and then from the rest of the time I just fill in the reservoir. I do not water from the top every single time like that unless I accidentally let it get too dry, and that's when I'll repeat that process. So all right, go in there, stick this little meter in there, and then we'll just pour until we see it reach the max. I like to pour a little bit, wait a little bit, because sometimes it takes a little bit for it to start trickling down and start showing. So not yet. All right. So let me show you what the meter looks like. So that's what the meter looks like. So here's the max. If it's a little over, that's okay. It'll drink up the water. And yeah, so once you start seeing it get down to the minimum right here, then that's when you want to water again. But this baby's good to go. I'm going to go ahead and put her back into her cabinet, and I will show you guys what I do with the corm. So here is the corm cup. Here is the corm riser. Basically, the riser goes in there. You put about a tablespoon of water, put the lid on, leave it alone. And I use this method. Now, you can soak it if you want to with some rooting drops. That will help it basically root and sprout pretty fast if you want to. I kind of do that with my Alocasias that tend to take forever to sprout. But since Regal Shields sprout pretty fast, I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm just going to go ahead, fill this up with water. But as you can see, the corms are right on top there. So I'm going to go fill it up with water real quick and show you guys. Be right back. You see here is the corm riser. Here you can see the water in there and the corms. So basically this is going to play as like a humidity dome for them. So basically you just let it be, let it close. This water will build condensation and humidity in there, and you won't ever have to really open them. Me personally, I like to open them at least once a week so I could check to see how they're doing, making sure there's nothing rotting or anything like that. So, and it helps get good airflow in there, so you can prevent any rot. So that's what I do for corms. So the next plant we're going to work on is my Longiloba aria. This one doesn't seem root bound, like it doesn't have roots going all the way to the bottom like too much, just a little bit right here, but it's drinking up water a lot lately. So I'm gonna go ahead and repot this. It has a corm growing right here. I think Longilobas do that because they kind of grow their corms a lot at the base. So while we're in there, we're going to see there's more than just this corm. This corm's a little too small for my liking still, so I'm going to let it grow a little bit. And hopefully we don't knock it off. And then we're going to move it into pond. So I usually do stratum and perlite when I'm first growing them so that it can focus on the root system, and then that's when I move it to pond once it matures a little bit. So it does got long roots here. Oh, it does have a corm on here. Ginormous corm. Looks like it's starting to sprout a little bit already. That's cool. So we'll set this baby out to grow too. That's the thing about longulobas, guys, is that they corm so easy and so fast. So we'll set that one to the side. And I believe this is the original corm it came from. Oh no. Because I did grow this from corm. Yep. The original corm it came from, so that's how you know if it's corm grown or not. So there's that. That's cool. Okay. I am gonna go ahead and trim these a little bit because how you can see there's one side that's all long and stuff. I'm gonna trim that away, rinse these roots off, and we'll pot this baby up into some pond. Be right back, guys. Sad day. This corm came off, unfortunately, while rinsing off the roots. It still will sprout. It's just gonna be super tiny, so we'll just go ahead and add it with the baby there. Let me go ahead and take my scissors, trim these. There we go. It's okay, guys. It's not the end of the world. It's not gonna die. Don't be dramatic. Alrighty, and we will go ahead and pot this up into some pond. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it into a small cup like this because it obviously can grow into it. I'll just put it in a different setup so I can wash this, but we'll go ahead and leave it in here so it can adapt to some pond. And yeah, as it gets bigger, then we'll pot it into a bigger pot. So go ahead, get this. So here's this pot. I like these ones. I found these. They're literally the same size as these. I just like them because you don't have to poke holes into them. So win-win there. We will go ahead, cut some wick here. So when I got this corm from a seller on Palm Street as well. A lot of my stuff that I get are from Palm Street, people. Sadly, Palm Street's pretty bad for me, guys. But I got it from a lady on Palm Street. Her name is Mild to Wild Cat is her name. But Mild to Wild is her name on Palm Street, and that's who I got this baby from. I grew it from corm, and it was one of those, she does these things where if she has too many like corms or anything like that, she'll just do a straight price for them, and she'll put them as buy now. You just go in and hurry up and buy them. So I got one of these from her, and I didn't know what it was. It just said Longuloba, and it sprouted and became this pretty baby. So I believe it's a Longuloba aria, because it has some aria in it. So this is the newest leaf, so you can see the size up is great. So we'll go ahead and pot. That's like itty bitty, like the last pond that I bought. Because when these plants are itty bitty like this, it's so hard to put these big chunks in here sometimes. I don't want to be too rough because, you know, this is lava rock, and lava rock is kind of harsh and push down on it, so I'm trying not to be too harsh. Okay, so here's the baby in pond for now. As soon as she gets like how the shattered glass was, super root bound, then I'll pot her into something bigger, and this is how I know she'll be ready for pond and all that stuff. So this is just basically helping it get through there. So I'm gonna go ahead, water it through. And pour some in here. Rinse this out here. Had some pond fall in there. Okay, gonna fill that right there. And this one's done. We'll go ahead and transfer the name tag. Put this in my little wash pile. And there you guys go. Longiloba aria. So we'll go ahead and pot up these corms as well. Guys, please don't forget to label them. I know you'll be like, oh, I'll remember what they are, blah, blah, blah. But please, 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 just go ahead and label them so you don't forget. Okay, put this baby in this black one here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this baby away and we'll move on to the next one. And next Alocasia we're going to be repotting. This one's been sitting in quarantine because I got this one recently, but this one is an Alocasia Mark Campbell. So I got this one from the Bessie in Hawaii, but a grower actually created this Alocasia. What the cross is, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look that up. But yeah, a grower created this cross out there, and I think it's just the most prettiest Alocasia, honestly. Maybe green, but it's pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and repot this here. Let me do it in this instead, actually. Sometimes I don't like potting up stuff in straight stratum because it gets all mushy, as you guys can see. So I'm going to try to get majority of it off. I might dump it in this little bucket here real quick to get some of it off, and then rinse the rest in the sink. And then I'm going to pot it up into some pond. But this was corm grown. You could tell because here's the corm right here that it grew from. Okay. Are you guys a peeler when it comes to the dead skin? Because I know I am. Okay. This one's coming off, so I'm just gonna take it off. I think next video I'm gonna do with you guys, I'm going to do a show and tell. Show you guys all the plants that I have and show you guys how I prop and all that stuff. So stay tuned with that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take this to the sink to rinse it off a little bit better, and then we will pot it up into some pond. So, and we have a special guest. Her name's Nakia. She is a American bully. We call her Bobito, which is potato in Spanish. Come here, Wes. And here's the second guest, Wesson. He's a mini Aussie. Oh, he decided to go in between my legs. But yeah, she decided to sit on my rug and join. So you see her in the background giving some RBF looks. Don't mind her. That's just her face. Watch out, Wes. So I am going to go ahead and repot this baby. I got this all cleaned up. Let's see here. I am going to trim the roots a little bit probably because it looks like it's all growing on one side. Let's see. You know what? No, I'm going to leave it so that it has time to recover a little bit and stuff. I'm going to pot it right back into the same pot. I cleaned it all up and stuff. Oh my God. Do you guys ever get polyfill all over your freaking plants? I know I do. I feel like I've had this plant for months and I always find polyfill after the fact. Okay. Let's go ahead, give it some fresh wick. And I'm going to go ahead and pot this one into pond. It should be fine, to be honest. If I start to see it decline, then I will go ahead and put it back into some stratum and perlite. But I think it'll be okay. Put the roots in there like that. Nakia just be making the funniest noises, like she just got the hardest life ever. That girl be grunting like she just worked a 16-hour shift. Like, girl, you don't got a job. You just sleep all day. What you so tired and grunting for? Okay, here's the baby. It's a little wobbly, but that's because the roots haven't settled in there. So, but it's pretty stable for the most part, so I'm just going to water it in. That should help it a little bit. Pour some water in here. And this baby should be good to go. Let me face it the right way. So I'm going to keep an eye on the root system with this one, but I think it'll be okay. So this one's done. Guys, I have so much repotting to do. So just an FYI, it's going to be a long video. Okay, let me go put this one back and